Sliders, here's some general concepts on what makes a good slider. Okay, sliders have a velocity and movement trade-off. The harder you throw it, most likely, the less it's gonna move. The slower you throw it, you need it to move more, and it usually will. So the things that make sliders really good are the fact that they can stay online for a long time with the heater. Now, sliders comes in all shapes and sizes. They come in all shapes and sizes. There's the sweeper, there's the gyro slider. We've already done a video on the sweeper. A gyro slider spins just like a bullet, and so it's gonna look something like this as it's moving away from you. So that's a good place to start on thinking about how the slider is gonna move. You want to throw the outer half of the ball. You wanna throw the outer half of the ball. What we don't want to ever do is to twist our wrist like this. That's gonna cause you to lose spin rate. It's not great for your arm. We want to set a wrist position and hold it. Now, one cue that I really like is taking this horseshoe and treating it like a box. All right, treat it like a box. This top right corner, if you're right-handed, we want to leverage our finger into that corner, hold this seam below it, and we're trying to pull that corner to the front of the ball. So you go from this bullet spin to pointing this dot almost to your arm side armpit. So if you're right-handed, it'd be your right armpit, like this. But you're trying to take this corner right here, right there, and you're trying to pull it to the front of the ball, just like this. Not by twisting your wrist, but by having good wrist integrity and throwing it as hard as you can so we can get two-plane movement. A little bit glove side and a little bit down. If you're left-handed, a little bit glove side and a little bit down. Another great starting point for this is this crazy thing right here. This is made by Oats Specialties, and they just sent me this. I've played around with it a little bit, and it's a good starting point to learn really how this bullet spin works. And a football also does the same thing, an actual size football, but this is the size of a baseball, and it's got a seam to feel. And basically you can just hold it just like this and just try to spin it like you would a football spiral. It helps if you take this ring finger and kind of just lay it on there like this. That helps. It's really hard to do with two fingers. Lay this ring finger on there and throw it just like that. And you'll start to feel what it means to pull one half, the outside half of the ball down, just like that. And that's how we get started throwing a good slider.